are Tyrians. We are many races, several professions. We practice the arts of combat as well as healing. We have foes, and we fight them without mercy. And it's time for us to claim back what is ours. It's time for us to claim bacteria from the terror of the elder dragons. We can't go on living our lives in fear. We have to fight. We have to make a stand. This is our story.
Hello everyone and welcome to what I can only assume must be Let's Lore number 17. I'm hoping I'm correct. I've had a pretty good streak lately, so let's go with 17. And if you notice the party formation up in the top right, or where it is on my screen, you'll see that there's only 3 of us, but I am joined by Son.
Hello.
And Carolina.
Hello.
Bromms could not make it tonight, so he had some things going on. So it'll just be the 3 of us. So the pun galore will be kept at bay for tonight. But we will. We had a little bit of a debate whether we should hire a henchman or whether or not we should. Well, when I say we had a debate, I mean I say we could do it without a henchman, and I think the girls are in disagreement with me, but I want to know where their sense of adventure is. I mean, all it'll take is us dying once and I'll be like, wow, you guys, why you should have insisted harder that we got a henchman.
I did insist pretty hard.
She's in the sludge. She's literally in the sludge. Yeah.
Wow. Look at her, hiding in the sludge.
Surprise!
Alright, so,
It's good for the skin.
Yeah.
You say
Sure.
so. Must be an Ellie thing.
Do you, what do you guys want to do? I guess we'll just do some quests, because I don't think we should do any missions without Bromms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
Well, we can do quest and we can run around and get some outposts.
Okay. Either one of those sounds good to me. So I say, you want to pick a quest, and then lead on, and then we're gonna try it without a henchman, and then if we die, we die. But I have faith in our group. I think we can do it.
Okay. Hey, we can turn in a quest right here. Right now.
Which quest is that?
Quest?
Casualty report.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Usually it will tell us that it's completed.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not completed because it's just started at that step.
Well, it says delivered to War Master Titus. So we
Yeah.
kind of have to deliver.
I guess, but like Alice said, normally it'll say like completed. But alright.
But in this case, I guess it's because that's the step it started at. We got the casualty report and the quest was to deliver it to him rather than getting the casualty report and having it completed and then delivering it to him.
And now it's completed. Casualty report from Pike'n Square. Let's have a look at this. Dwayna preserved me. We've lost so many good soldiers. We cannot continue to pay this kind of cost for a meaningless gain like Pike'n Square, Pekin Square. I don't know, like how you want to pronounce it. Varadin was a fool to forge ahead so recklessly. The Vanguard are our best and brightest, but what use are they if they're thrown into the grinder like this? Forgive my tone, pasty McDeathpants, and I fear that we are losing this war. Return to Cordis and tell him to send me regular reports. I must monitor this situation carefully. Alright. So, he has a
so
whole crap
much.
ton of quests. Wow.
He talks as much as Zurich.
You know what? I think let's go turn in that quest and run around a little bit. Because that's a lot of text to read through all at once.
Yeah.
We can come back to it.
Especially without Bromms here.
Yeah. So, I guess we can just map to...
Take us, fearless leader, to where it is we're going. Yay! I like this teleport service. I don't have to find anything on the map.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
Whenever I come into Pekin Square, the Zunwai chest is always like moving around at first.
Huh.
That's creepy. It's a mimic!
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, Porgus was looking.
Yeah, this creepy guy. Missing his pupils.
So I am to be caught in the middle of some argument between Titus and Baradin. Not a good position to be in, I'm sure you'll agree. However, it is no fault of yours, and you have performed your duties admirably.
It only took us a billion years to actually deliver the note, but sure.
Shadow...
At least we delivered it and didn't like eat it like the kids' drawings.
Yeah, well,
Nom 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 nom.
those are delicious.
I drew this especially for you. Thank you. It was quite tasty.
Oh wow, the Duke's daughter is way off in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You have to go several different places for it, I do believe.
We could go hunt Gorgon Hatemonger. He's just over here in the breach. Or
Barth has Bloodfang as well.
he's over in Diessa with the daughter.
I mean,
Ooh la la!
I'm game
Much
for whichever.
If you guys hear meowing, I'm so sorry.
Alright. I take it there's a... I'm assuming there's a cat somewhere.
There is an angry cat. Well, she's angry because I'm not letting her out.
Well, I guess
You're
that
wearing
would be-
cat ears and I'm trying so hard not to be dirty.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I will take them off promptly. There we go.
No, it's fine.
Oh boy. Well, we don't have puns, but looks like it's still be an interesting night.
I am gonna go open that door. You guys decide on the quest.
Oh, it's you're the leader of the, you know, telling us where to
Just
go.
give me like 2 seconds.
Alright.
No.
Okay. I hope that was 2 seconds.
It was close enough.
I want my 1 second back. You went over.
I'm sorry.
Well, where are we going?
Wherever Alicardalina takes us.
You.
I'd follow her blindly.
Okay, Ali, do we want to go to the breach or do we want to go to DSF?
Let's go to Diessa. We have a couple there.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Decisions have been made!
And Alan runs into the wall.
Yes.
Cat butt!
The return
Don't
of
get so
cat
excited.
Oh.
Now I know where to go.
Trying to see how far the charge is. Yeah. We'll just... Sorry, I'm just checking all the quests that we have.
Oh no, by all means.
We only have Garfaze and the Duke's daughter out towards DSF. What's attacking us? That?
There's an outpost we can get in Diessa as well. Well,
Nice.
2 of them if you count one of the missions.
Okay, yeah. Well, that'll be good just to have them. And then we could always, if the party leader can map Bromms there, or would he have to have been there as well?
He'd have to be there. But one of the outposts isn't necessary for a mission.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary for a main quest.
Works for me. Yeah, so it's awful quiet without all the puns.
Yeah. Told you you'd miss them for as much as you complain.
No, I don't miss them. I just don't like the silence. I mean, I miss them so much.
I miss having something to sigh at.
Yeah.
Now we can sigh at the fact that we don't have anything to sigh at.
That seems kind of lame though. Ah, picture!
Get you. Cat butt, take care of it. Cat butt, do something.
Char card. I'm gonna open up my own all char shop.
What was that you just picked up?
Char hide?
Okay, because I read charcoal. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Where's your mind today?
I don't know. It's because there was a scroll that also didn't get picked up before, and the two were just combined.
Oh no, Old Mac, you were alive only seconds ago.
Oh no, he had a quest.
I know he did.
And
We let him
don't
die.
have a healer to bring him back.
Can I res him with a res segment?
No, he can't actually res him. Why
No.
not?
No. Old Mac, no. If I could
I
cry
can't
over
remember.
your body, Old Mac, I would cry, but that's not an emote in this game.
Yeah.
There are a lot of dead guards over there.
It's not ominous at all.
Wow, that. Why do they have two names?
Wow. That's a good question.
Cat butt, do something.
Yeah, really. A whole lot of nothing going on over there. Oh, so I played in an alliance battle over the weekend.
Oh?
Yeah, well that was, I remember I was telling you about healing over time.
Yeah.
They were streaming Guild Wars 2, they were doing a lot of, they were doing Buddy Blitz in Guild Wars 2, and they were streaming WildStar and Diablo and Left 4 Dead and... Oh, wow. How... Wow.
Interesting. I was weird. I was using a guard. I guess she's taking her recent divorce hard.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, it could be worse. She could have done this. Oh, I'm moving. I was gonna be like, if it says I'm using the corpse of an Ascalonian guard, that would be less creepy if my character were to do it, but yeah, they for a while there they were streaming alliance battles, and they actually didn't have enough people to do an alliance battle, so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got this.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I got a bunch of faction. Oh man, my Skype, I forgot to turn off, so we're just gonna have Skype. Oh god.
Do you want to fight this guy? Or do you want to go around?
We can fight him. I just don't want my Skype being like, okay, like it keeps doing in the background. Oh my god.
Officer Chat!
I know, Officer Chat doesn't stop. Hang on, let me minimize real quick, because that'll get rid of the, what's it called, recording. Okay, it's like no time has passed. Movie magic. Alright, so yeah, we
Not
can
real
fight it.
glitchy.
Yeah, and it seems to be working just fine. Because I minimized and didn't alt tab, so. Which is weird that makes a difference.
I don't have enough energy for that.
Oh, there's a healer. I didn't even realize.
I'm going to die.
See? That wasn't that much more epic because of the near-death experience. Also, I have a lockpick. Can we go kill these guys so I can go over to this chest?
Or lockpick?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to save it?
I mean, I guess. No, I'm confident that it won't break. I'm gonna retain this lockpick. This lockpick's gonna carry me through to Kryta. That's what I say.
Okay.
You're extra, optimistic. That's the word.
You retain your lockpick. Boom! The reason that I'm so optimistic was last night, in 20 minutes, I crafted 2 precursors in Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, on a whim last night, I was just going through my bank, and I was like, well, let me Mystic Forge all my rares out of there, and I did. And then I was like, you know what, let me just look at what's the cheapest exotics on the trading post. And I happened to look and saw that shields and foci were cheap. So I said, alright, so I bought like a little bit of every weapon, but I threw 4 exotic shields, the cheapest ones, into Mystic Forge, boom, spits out the precursor chosen. And I was like, well, that's amazing. So then, like, I was just like, well, I bought all these other weapons, so, you know, I forged the great swords and all these other things, didn't get anything. And then I went to focuses, or I guess, again, it's foci, and then I crafted that, and boom, spit out the bard. So I had the precursor for both the shield and the focus spit out last night within 20 minutes of each other.
What the hell?
So, yeah, I'm a little bit optimistic today. So, I'm having a good
I'm
day.
dead.
I'll get you. Don't worry.
Don't die. Go, Catbutt, go. What are you doing? Catbutt, stop it. You can't res me. Stop yelling. Or whatever you're doing.
You're up.
It's just coming over there and, like, growling or something. Like, I'll res you.
See? That was only mildly dangerous.
You're only saying this because it's not you who keeps ending up on the ground.
Hey, I didn't die. I was mindful of these arrows that are exploding in my face.
Oh my goodness, returning a trap is the worst sound in the game.
Well, the exploding, I'm gonna try to, we gotta split up because they're targeting one of us. And they get, yeah.
Me?
Yeah. You gotta get yourself some aura of restoration. And a little healing. Is that not available yet?
I have the ranger healing still.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have it on me right now. Because, you know, used to traveling with a monk. I don't think we need to be up there.
I mean,
I think
really,
it's the other way.
half the time he healed us, it was after we were already out of the fight. But I guess Bromms was useful after all. Because you know what? Nobody died. So, kudos to Bromms. Also, no survivor title for Alan.
Oh well.
I know you were very seriously going for that.
Yes.
There's a title for never dying.
Yep.
Well, It's a certain amount of experience you get before dying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds way more attainable.
Well, the thing is, it starts, if you die, it starts back at 0.
Yeah.
So it's essentially, the way it works is rank 1 of the title is getting to level 20, which is max level without dying. Rank 2 is getting to level 20 again, like the equivalent of going to 20 again, and then rank 3 is the equivalent of going to 20 yet another time. So the equivalent of reaching max level 3 times without dying will net you the final rank of that title that you can then put in the All Monuments.
Oh my god.
Spread out.
Set up my lava font first.
I got all this stuff! All the loot! All the loot!
Oh, weird, because I guess I have Survivor on a different... I have Survivor Title 1 on my Ellie, but I think that might have just been from turning in books in Eye of the North and stuff like that.
Hmm.
You just get massive chunks of experience all at once.
Yeah. Okay. What quest are we going to look for? Fires in the North or... Ah! Hey! You were not invited to this party.
He brought friends! I want to bleed them, but they have no blood.
Ah, realistic combat, unlike Guild Wars 2. Putting bleeding on the ghosts.
You gotta bleed all those things. Maybe they just
bleed
think that
plasma.
they're bleeding. Yeah.
Then we should be able to farm them for ectos. That's what I say.
But then it's low quality plasma. It's not good quality
blue,
plasma.
And there go the dogs.
As soon as I died. The problem with spellcasters is that they don't want to move.
Okay. Oh, you got her? Okay.
I'm leaving it up to you two to carry the conversation, because you can hear why.
Don't carry
Yeah, no,
conversation
I would
well.
say any ectos that came off of the ghost would not be very useful.
Why is that?
I mean, like, I'm they bleed ecto, but it's all crappy ecto, which is why we don't get ectoplasma balls off of them.
Yeah.
Too runny. It's no good.
It's chunky. Chunky.
Oh.
Speaking of which, his name is Blood Splatter. Ah, go away! Stop it! I'm dying. I don't want to die.
You okay over there, Alice?
Yep.
Awesome.
Alright, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Please.
The puppies are settled.
Yeah, I think so. When I managed to get up a level and nobody died.
Nice.
I love how the pets went at the same target. And we're all just like, let's attack different things.
So where are we going? Anyways,
I have
Wasteland.
ours in the north activated right now.
Okay.
Because it's close to the outpost that I was talking about. Do beware, getting to this outpost is where I start to get a little lost.
Oh, that's reassuring from your tour guide.
So apparently, like, in 200 years, this place just gets demolished. Because Diesta Plateau is not this hilly and whatnot in Guild
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
Yeah.
Stop hitting me! I'm going, bye! Bye!
Well, that's the plan from our fearless tour guide.
It's
Peace out!
not a
It's your
tank.
problem now!
That's why we call it a bus.
Yeah, why do they keep picking on you?
Because I do more damage.
Yep,
Mm.
legitimate Trinity aspects. So,
Because I'm like constantly having to chase after. What is. Ooh, creepy ass gargoyle.
that's a gargoyle. This is a real gargoyle. It's not those wimpy GW2 ones that look like hippogriffs.
Yeah.
They also resurrect their allies.
Yeah.
This particular one. So I hate them.
And they're first.
There's the ignite arrows.
Bye!
Oh,
I will
jeez.
fight from so far back.
Shaman's almost down.
I'm
Oh
getting
boy,
that
and I'm
blade
down.
soon. Oh no, I don't have a resurrect.
What? What kind of team player are you? You're the worst team player, that's what you are.
I'm sorry!
Jesus
No! Hey, level up.
Didn't that
I'll
normally
get you
give
up
you
in
full
a
health?
second. Huh?
What?
I thought leveling up gave you full health.
I thought it did too.
It normally did. It did for me just a little bit ago.
Well. Not this time, I guess. Whoa, green.
Huh?
Green.
What about
Oh,
green?
Was that, clover?
Yeah, I just happen to have one in my inventory, so.
Okay.
Well, you're just going crazy.
Okay. That's okay too.
As long as you know, right?
Yeah.
I like
No
fighting
one's
these
half the
guys, they go
battle.
down quick.
No plague! Oh, that's it.
Yeah, have eaten that. I definitely want that.
I mean, someone's got to finish it.
Oh, gross.
That is so gross. Hey, these map thingies are cool.
Which things?
The signposts back here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's that old Ascalonian.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Tyria at the top.
so. I do believe that's what they say. I'm not down there looking at it, but I've looked up.
Yeah, it looks right.
I don't know old Ascalonian.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Are you laughing because it updated?
Because the char killed what we were supposed to.
That's called fighting smarter, not harder.
Also, there's this over here.
Oh no! Ghost of Lady Althea? Somebody read this, that's a
Hello,
girl.
hero. My name is Althea, or 'twas in life. I wonder how my beloved Rurik fares, how I miss him. Is there something in particular you wish to know about? It makes me wonder what she's known now that she's dead.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid, I mean you no harm. I am Lady Althea, or at least I was before the Char seized me. They took me to the Flame Temple corridor and burned me alive, but I thought of my beloved Rurik and felt no pain.
Wow.
That,
I mean,
yeah.
this is why a lot of people really like Guild Wars 1, because it was significantly darker of a game. Whereas Guild Wars 2 is pretty happy-go-lucky comparatively.
Yeah, like, you know, people don't die so often.
Yeah. It takes 15 months in a really over-exposition fight for you to kill somebody permanently.
And even then, your team comes out, like, pretty much unscathed.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to talk to that, I mean, I realize we're playing Guild Wars 1 here, but didn't it look like Marjorie got, like, seriously maimed in the face in that fight?
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
her to come out with, like, these burns and everything, you know?
Yeah, and,
Permanent scars. Yeah, I was kind of peeved at that too.
and then she's, like, all super pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I get kind of why they did it, but I think it would have made her, like... Especially because, like, in Guild Wars 2, you can't make, like, an ugly or old or, like, fat character, you know? Like, they
Right.
have to be, like, the prettiest.
Yeah.
So, it would have been kind of cool to have, like, this fairly iconic character
I'm
come
gonna.
out. Oh no! Stay alive!
Run away!
Welcome to my world. I'll get back to the page.
I got trollered, so I'm good, thank you.
Oh, the shaman. She's healing the shaman.
Yeah, there's a wall here. I think we should make a strategic retreat for now.
Okay.
Oh no!
What? What was killing me?
Probably people on the bridge.
There's people on the bridge. That's close. I can't angle my corpse to look up when I'm dead, apparently.
Oh, they're getting me from right here. Fine, shaman. You're going to die.
Let's take him down. You know, now that I think about it, I probably should have brought monk skills, since I do have healing capabilities. But that's okay. We won't remember that.
Okay. Poor squawkers.
Squawker's just standing there and taking it. It's all like, really?
I gotta let
Squawkers,
my
can't you
energy
do something?
replenish. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have like an entire book to read.
Back and
Ah,
just run
thank
away.
you.
What was hitting me? Oh, the bridge, the axe fiend was hitting me on the ground.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay, we're
realistic.
gonna want to fight these guys up here.
Hang on. I'm trying to kill the axe fiend.
Can you target him?
Yeah.
I can't look up.
You can't, because you're using distance attacks, but... There we go.
Wait.
You can look up if you zoom all the way in.
Ah,
It's when you go first person, yeah.
why? There we go. Like, why is he not? Okay. I will resurrect Buttface and kill him right away. Oh, that's great.
You guys, enjoy your meteor shower.
Are you going for the martyr or
All of them together. I have a
Alright.
bunch of AoEs.
that works?
Yeah, she just demolished them all. I'm helping from way back down here.
That's okay. You did your best.
Hey, I hit something! I hit something! Gravity smashity! Hey! Get back here, warrior. I'm not done killing you yet.
You kind of ran over to a spot where we can't hit him.
Yeah, he's resetting. Jerk face.
Surprisingly, I'm not too lost.
Funny enough, I remember how I had my Skype going off before.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I stopped because I'm looking at it now and there are 78 new messages.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, is we're going to have a story to read when we get back to chat.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I decided to not have it go off 78 times on the recording.
Yeah. Also, my
These
game
hours
might be
are
lagging a little bit.
Mine was lagging a little bit before as well.
I had red beans.
They are really out for yours, huh?
Yeah. Ah, stop it, cat butt, get him.
Alright. That was good.
We lived! It helps when we're not being ambushed.
Well, we barely lived.
My zoom is all weird.
I'm just waiting for my health to go back up.
No worries.
That's always a wise thing to do. I've gotten myself killed a few times getting cocky and forgetting to do that between fights. It's like, you only have 3 health. Yes, this is the perfect time to go, take on an entire army.
Yes.
No, I mean,
It's like, my
stranger
monks
things
will
have
get it.
Most of my level 80 deaths in Guild Wars 2 have been something like that.
how far are we from the outpost?
Not too far. We have to go up this, area. And then we'll be right at Greenwich.
I see a big torch.
There
Torch is
were
good.
no enemies.
Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, laggy. Holy cow.
Ignis!
Oh, kill the...
Banora!
Please,
got a
Banora, please.
Target to resurrect Golem. Or Gargo, rather. You don't want bringing anybody back. Or Meteor Shower could just decimate everybody. I'm seriously missing my Ellie now. I feel like I've made a serious mistake.
I was just so excited. Ah! I thought I could walk 2 feet before engaging another enemy. I forgot this is Guild Wars 1.
Yeah, I know. Over aggro syndrome like crazy. Did you just get it when we did that last quest, the Meteor Shower?
No. I got it in Ascalon City.
Oh, okay.
I guess because I have them unlocked on my account already?
Maybe?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Oh,
I just
boy.
don't remember Meteor Shower being this early in the game.
Yeah, me either. That's why I was very confused.
In fact, it has to be because I've tried to get people the same skills that I use, and they haven't been able to get them until Lion's Arch.
Well, you didn't use Tome, did you?
No,
Huh, then I have no idea. That doesn't make any sense.
I think that it is probably account stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what
Here we
this
go.
collector over here. Leonard Admiral. No. Well, he's
Who
kind of
doesn't have a belt pouch by now?
I know, right? Bunch of noobs.
Ah!
It's okay. We promise.
Yeah. See, we're going inside.
I'm sorry.
It's just like walking, and then all of a sudden we were gone, and like, what?
Your game just disconnected, that's all.
Yeah.
Comes to the ever popular sit here and sell all our stuff,
See?
which is the most riveting for those of you watching. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a pity you don't have like a whole bunch of bags so you can just stash it for later, but
Or, you know, a sell junk option.
Yeah.
One of the best things they added, if you ask me. Oh, we also had the fire amp that nobody summoned. Wow, yeah, that would have made things a lot easier.
Yeah. I forget they exist.
Yeah, that's funny.
This place is in Guild Wars 2. And, of course, the Fiesta Plateau.
Although it's overrun with ghosts, if I remember correctly.
Yep. With their cannons and their trebuchets.
Yeah, that's this one.
oh
There's-
yeah, it's that mini graveyard.
There is a skill vendor here. I don't know if he's got anything new. But worth mentioning.
He's got some new stuff for me.
Hey, it's new stuff for me as well.
I can't tell because I already have my ideal set up.
Oh, well. Can't all be as lucky.
Guess I should put my resurrection signet on, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe. Just for now.
So I can be a team player.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm just saying it might not be the worst thing in the world.
Might be nice. Just maybe.
Let me see if I can switch any skills around here.
I have a much better pounce attack that will always miss.
Yay!
That's reassuring.
Well, most of my current jump skill always seems to miss, so. I don't know.
Whoa, kitties, what are you doing?
Na, 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 na.
How is dual shot not underneath marksmanship?
Isn't that like a no anything?
Hmm?
Isn't that a no attribute one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You need no
but it's
expertise.
a bow attack.
Yeah. You need no expertise to shoot 2 arrows at the same time. Legolas,
Yeah.
loser.
Well, they're one right after each other, so it's like rapid fire.
Just take this off and then boost my death magic. Get myself a death magic ability here. Oh, there we go. That's Alright, I think I'm good. I switched some stuff around to try to optimize my damage output to try to compete with Alec Bartolina. Which is a silly thing to say, because there's no way I'll be able to do that. And a couple more healing based things. Alright, let's try this. This setup seems awful, but I'm ready. I added in a monk skill just to be nice.
Where should we go?
I don't know. How much time do we have left?
Who knows?
Well, that's also reassuring. Alright.
Yeah.
I don't think we have very much.
Do you want to just go and accept the quests that we turned in?
To complete them?
Yeah, or we can run around somewhere if you've got an idea for a place that's closer.
Well, both of these go to Duke Barradin, so...
Oh, well, why don't we do that then?
These are a cool effect on these stones.
Yeah, it is. I wish they were in Guild Wars too.
Where are you, Barradin? There you are. Well, someone hasn't had a chance to read yet.
Nah.
Let's give it to her. She can be Duke Barradin for tonight.
Greetings, I am Duke Barradin. I am in charge here. What assistance can I give you? You sent us to go fetch your daughter. My poor Althea! I fear my heart will break. Thank you for telling me. I suppose I'm relieved to know the truth, however painful it is. You're very welcome.
Alright, you got one more.
Yeah. This one is about fires in the north. Good job! Every chart altar we extinguish makes a difference. Once again, the armor cowers behind the safety of the wall while we score more victories for Ascalon. We're going to win this war, even if the Vanguard have to do it on their own.
Except they extinguished their own altar.
But, you know.
We'll take the credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's got more. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We'll let her get another one.
I've been thinking about the story you told me of my daughter's ghost. I fear she cannot rest until her ashes are recovered and properly interred. Please go to the Flame Temple Corridor and gather Althea's ashes. Bring them back to me so that I can lay her to rest. You'll have my gratitude.
I am 2,000 experience, which was the only reason that we're doing this.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Because I totally know how to differentiate between human ashes and wood ashes.
It's
They're
all
very
ash.
different.
Yeah.
It's like we're standing on ash. Just pick it up. Here you go.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
handed me the family urn. And it looks like a candy cane.
Candy cane?
Take a look. It's like holding
yeah, I guess
liquid
so.
candy cane.
Alright, I'll give you candy cane on that one.
I wonder how many people's ashes are in there.
Yeah,
It's
that's
The family urn. Well, the Barradins, they were a thrifty people. They only ever bought one urn. That's how they managed to keep their kingdom on top. Until, you know, they gave it to Adalbern, but that's besides the point. Alright, do you want to try to do something real quick? I think we can probably get one more quest out before we kind of call it quits for today.
Do you want to go kill Gorgon Hatemonger?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one was that?
That's
That's
the
the one
Char's
right in the
thing.
brief. Well, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't want to confuse
always-
people.
It always catches me by surprise when I'm like trying to navigate the stairs and then all of a sudden I'm loading. I'm like, oh my god, my computer! It's slipping out!
What was the name of this quest?
The
The
char
car staging area.
Oh, okay, that must be a ranger only one then.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
sorry.
No, that's all. I was just like going crazy trying to find something that wasn't there.
Maybe you are crazy. Maybe that's
You're
the problem.
crazy. Whatever.
I am crazy.
Your face is crazy.
Oh no. Your cat butt is crazy.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a
Whatever.
cat. I thought that was a prerequisite.
Ah, go away. Stop it.
Give me 1 sec before you run on. Just waiting for my enemy to come back.
Ah! Jesus Christ!
That's right. We're rolling now. And Squawkers goes and aggro's the guy behind us. Like he
Ah, and they're
does.
all coming for me.
Go figure.
How did he eat all the things behind us?
There was one guy. It's this Blade Warrior that's in front of me. He's just like, nope. I got this, guys.
Stay still so I can you. Smack him with my sword. Haha. Yeah, I can totally understand why everyone went Ellie in Guild Wars 1 then.
Especially because you used to be, it's kind of difficult to do because they changed some stuff, but you used to be able to build yourself like crazy tanky too, like almost invulnerable,
Wow.
Yeah.
depending on build, but that build is no longer with us. Should've
There was a
tuned that
horrible
build.
train accident and it died on the way to a convention. Like,
Trains are scary. Oh, I guess I missed the turn off.
ah!
That's alright, they're not gonna survive for much longer.
You're creepy as hell.
Now there's 5 of them.
And they make a squishy noise.
Oh yeah. Go forth, my minions. Make me feel like a true necromancer.
The first time you raised one, I had my screen too close to where you were raising it, and it was really loud and scared me.
Seriously, their scream sounds wet and gooey even.
I'm gonna resist making a joke at that, and we're just gonna keep moving on. I probably should take Blood of the Master so that I can heal them, but just kind of let them go as one-offs.
They're just pawns.
Yeah.
Cannon fodder 1, cannon fodder 2.
Well, you know, I was never good at playing Minion Master because there's a lot of micromanaging. Especially when, like, with Death Nova, so you can prep them all with Death Nova so that when they die, they explode and poison anything.
Yep.
But that's why I always relegated Minion Master to a NPC who could do it better than me.
Gotcha.
And in this game, there are a lot better elite skills than just like Flesh Golem.
Right.
Guild Wars 2, like Flesh Golem is a pretty solid choice because you have 3 elite skills to pick from.
Yeah.
In this game, there's like really awesome ones like Aura of the Lich, which is just a massive minion summoning warner.
Yeah, I'd really like it if they could introduce more elite skills that we could go hunt down. Because,
Well.
like, Daggerstorm, actually, ever since someone took the time to teach me about Basilisk Venom, I don't even care for Daggerstorm. That's suicide every time. Because you're not
Yeah.
invulnerable when you spin.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just run Basilisk Venom.
Yeah, well, Basilisk Venom is pretty great, especially because it'll work on bosses and things like that.
Most bosses. The new ones, Scarlet stuff, it never works on.
Huh. Well, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah, it pisses me off. It doesn't stun them, it doesn't interrupt them. It just... Sometimes they turn gray, that's about it.
Hmm.
Because, like, Basilisk Venom does not always actually freeze enemies. Like, they'll move, but they'll move like they're frozen, or it at least acts like an interrupt, like it's supposed to. But...
I am getting so many wooden bucklers.
Oh, all these fireballs are making me miss the days when Meteor didn't used to cause exhaustion.
Yeah.
Between Meteor, Flare, Fireball, and Firestorm, that's pretty much nothing could survive that. I used to run Fire Attunement and Elemental Attunement, and I'd never run out of energy, ever.
The group that I used to play with, they kept my energy up really well. And so the build that I play with is just full of things that I like that I know will do a lot of damage over like a large area.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least has splash damage.
Right.
Hey, we missed our exit.
Oh, right. Oh, no, it's over here, actually.
What?
No,
It's over
she was
here.
right. It was over here.
Yeah. Make me second guess myself.
But this... Oh, it's on top of the bridge. I miss jumping!
Yeah.
Although
I
I
miss
guess...
dodging. That was the hardest
Yeah.
part, doing that alliance battle and like trying to get close to somebody to set off like a player-based AoE, and then have to be like just trying to walk through their damage.
Yeah.
Not nearly as fun.
Oh, he's got ignite arrows on, by the way.
It's okay, he's dead.
Yeah.
No problem. And I recognize the fire burst when he was whacking that hill.
Just stand beside a wall.
Yeah. That's their worst nightmare. There's 2 monks.
Ah, stop it. Stop it, go away. I just want to get behind you and kill you from there. He's still following me. I'm going to die. I died. I was sitting at 2
Get ready,
HP.
you're coming back.
There were 3 monks, by the way.
Was there? I didn't even see the 3rd one. Oh, and
There
I
was
also somehow switched to my scythe at one point and didn't realize it. So, hey, look, there's another 15 energy. Look at that. What's that? That's good.
Alright, Master
Okay.
an old Ascalon. Right. Do we want to go return this to him?
Yeah, go for it.
Since we cleared out the place anyway.
Yeah, might as well. Well, I just looked over 136 messages in that officer chat.
You have one less than I do. At least
There's
they've
something-
stopped.
Or Skype is just all like, well, I guess they're just not paying attention. Hey!
Oh, hey. Gate guard Hollis. Oh, I can tell you exactly where Duke Barradin went. Yes, he had a company of Red Cloak Vanguard troops passed north through this very gate. We rescued a deserter not long after that. Seems they fell under heavy attack and the Duke decided to push through, wanted to find refuge in the ruins of Pekin Square. I wonder if that deserter was, Little Tom. Or Tom.
Yeah,
I don't
wonder.
know, but I feel like you've got some more dialogue now.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
hold
no,
on.
green stuff.
Oh, hang on.
Wait. Just to fill in, the stuff that that Alu just read was from Barradin's Advance, the quest. And just in recap, Captain Arn in Ascalon City gave us a task in the name of Prince Roderick. Let's see, what did he say? While the king's army fights a defensive war against the Char, a few of us, the vanguard of Ascalon, pledged to take the fight to our enemy. Duke Barradin led a vanguard force across the wall yesterday, but we've lost contact with them. So,
Okay.
that's why he was saying that.
Alright.
We've had this quest for so long.
Poor Bromms.
Wow. Would you like to read the new quest that he's offering us right now?
Sure. Oh, I can tell you exactly where Duke Barradin went. Yes, he and a company of Red Cloak Vanguard troops. Whoa! We just read this. Passed north through this very gate. We rescued a deserter not long after that. Seems they fell under heavy attack, and the Duke decided to push through, wanted to find refuge in the ruins of Pekin Square. Listen, my duties keep me here at the wall, but if you want to try to break through the whole Balthasar cursed Char army to meet up with Barradin, gods protect you, I say. No doubt the Duke will greet you with open arms. Wow, he talks a lot. Like, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, he's a pretty chatty Cathy, and he's not really sure what commas are. But that's okay. We love him just the same. So, any idea about how long we've been playing? You guys. Oh, I saw we got we had the 1 hour marker not a little while ago. So.
Okay, well,
Okay, then
Master Internente is just right here.
Okay.
We can stop there.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
oh, we almost made it all the way there. Holy mackerel!
It's okay, they're level 4.
We have an infestation! And nothing fixes it quite like fire.
Well, until we start hitting later parts of the game where things become immune to fire.
That's really late though.
Yeah, that's the worst though. Destroyers.
Yes.
I never switched off of fire magic. I just did it anyway. The crazy, ridiculously reduced damage that fire magic does to destroyers.
Master Ninte says, "It is a mighty deed you have accomplished. With Gorgon slain, his warband will fall apart. I am proud to call you my ally." And then we get this stuff.
Oh, I got dodge.
Yeah.
Well, Guild Wars 1 dodging was a skill, and you needed to take it voluntarily. Things are a little different in Guild Wars 2.
But then I have to give up something.
I don't know. What will Son give up to replace dodge? How will Carnalina take her two-timing wife and her moving on to using Ascalonian guards? Will Bromms return and be able to heal us all and keep us all alive? Stay tuned on the next episode of CoT Let's Lore. Anyway, for this episode of CoT Let's Lore, I'm lagywn,
I'm Alice.
I'm Son.
and we'll see you next time.